Bob Tasca was the fourth best qualifier, and since 1, 2, and 3 didn't want to be first, Mike Neff said, you know what? I will be. On a morning like this, you know the racetrack is going to be heating up as the day goes on. The earlier you run, at least in theory, you might have a couple of degree cooler racetrack, and track temp in NHRA is a critical piece of the equation. You change tire pressure in the nitro cars based on track temperature, and obviously the hotter the track gets, well, it'll start losing a little grip out there. You want it when the track is nice and cool and tight. But 5 degrees difference in track temperature, and it was at 92 when we started the session, will necessitate a tire pressure change. BT3, Bob Tasca, been on a little bit of a run here the last month or so. They definitely look like they've got that motorcraft machine pointed back in the right direction. And he's got Jason Rupert. That's another Mustang over here. LV Shane and Lucas Oil. Jason's weekend started off a little bit rough. They came up for the first qualifying session, and the car started, kind of went like that, shut it off. They diagnosed it as a bad ignition coil. They came back up and qualified with a 413, and that put him in the number 13 spot. Now that is Johnny West out in front of the car. Johnny's been around this Ford a long time. Very talented machinist and tuner, and he's one of those guys that'll fly in for some of our part-time teams, just give him a little extra guidance and experience. Jason Rupert, the ICE Lucas Oil car on the right side, is going to pull the upset. He can take down the Touring Pro. Hey, remember, last week, Jack Wyatt went to the semis. Anything can happen when you put nitro in the tank. Tasca goes 3.875, 330 miles an hour, and duplicated his qualifying run from last night. Tip of the cap to Jason Rupert. He goes 409 at 313. He made his best run of the weekend. It just wasn't quite enough to outrun Bob Tasca, who had low ET last night in the final session, and fires off with a 387, 330 miles an hour for funny car round one. Joe.
Got Mike Neff, 87. Tasca said you guys are working on something. Did we just see some of it?
Yeah, conditions are a little better today, so we ran it like we did yesterday, so a little better, so should be a good day.
Take another look on the NHRA.TV replay. Off the starting mark, Tasca with about 100th advantage. But Jason Rupert makes himself a nice run. If Tasca bobbles, wanted to be there to take advantage. Tasca did not bobble. No bobbling here.